Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and relax.
Ready to come?
Yo, it's Ronnie Rose.
I'm Michelle Stafford.
That's Sonny.
Daldo.
And this is Ballroom Talks, baby.
That's good.
Michelle, thank you for having us in your beautiful studio. It's amazing here. Took
Thank
us
you.
for a little tour, and I'm gonna make sure that I get some footage for everyone else so they can see the studio, see what you guys have going on.
It's real
here.
nice, folks.
It is very nice here.
Thank you.
Get back upstairs, maybe show them that huge party room.
Yeah.
It's a nice spot. But can you introduce yourself to the camera and tell the crowd a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Hi, camera.
I need to start doing this now.
Like I said, I'm Michelle Stafford, and I am the wellness director here at the Living Well Center for Social and Economic Vibrancy. We've been around for about 8 years. We started out on St. Paul Street in what I like to call Eileen's living room. So it's like literally from this pillar over this tiny living room.
Nice.
Then we moved to Charles Street. Charles and 25th, we were there for a little while, and then last summer, we moved in here into the Real News Network building. The farmer's market happens literally right outside of our window.
Yeah, driving up here, that's what I was telling Ron. I was like, I recognize the location.
Yeah,
Saturdays,
Say it
Sundays,
on Sundays.
Sundays.
Yeah. So I get pretty pumped when I look out the window and I see all of that.
Yeah.
Like we literally started in somebody's living room. Like my classes were so, like we wanted to have not too many people. Like we
Keep
people
it small,
like
exactly.
keep it small. People were touching each other. It's all good though. Like we're
Right.
building community.
Right.
And so outside of that, I'm a yoga instructor, personal trainer, and I teach women how to do vaginal weightlifting with yoni eggs. Did y'all know that?
Look that way.
Yes. Did I bring any with me? I do have one with me. I know I have one with me, but I can't really show you that one right now.
Fair enough.
So yoni eggs are pretty popular right
Is
now.
there like a specific name for that kind of exercise though? Isn't there a name for it?
It's my Kegels.
Yeah,
Something,
it is, but
Is it like
Kegels
a
is
thrust or
like,
something like that?
no, it's actually very, like,
It's
I
tight,
can go
it's
right
muscle-
now, you don't even
It's
know.
muscle tight.
Like, it's
It's
in
like
the,
strength.
you can't see.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like
Yeah.
Kegels or something.
Yeah, Kegels, but Kegel is some dude's name, right? So, like, this practice has been around
I
for
got you.
thousands of years,
Really?
and like,
Wow.
Kegel was like,
Yeah, they just named it after. So, okay.
So how long is a class like that?
so when I lead a workshop, it's about 2 hours long. And
Damn.
I'm
That's a long time.
Get it right, get it tight.
well, see, it's deeper than, deep. It's deeper than,
It's more to it than just.
than just, okay, we're gonna squeeze.
Yeah.
It's
No,
probably getting
like-
the right mindset, breathing, all that, which is kind of hand in hand with yoga too. I think it's just. getting the right-
Absolutely.
Nice.
There's a whole spiritual aspect, metaphysical aspect, and physical part.
Okay.
So
So you need
2 hours, you actually need more than 2 hours
Right.
to learn how to do it. And it's also a sister circle. So women, and I'm with y'all, so I know all the jokes. Like I
It's
know.
all right. Yeah, we're afraid of it.
I'm gonna
You're
try.
good. Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah,
Promises.
It's all good. Like, I get lots of jokes in my house. I have no daughters. And we're very open in my house about things. So,
Yeah,
like, yoni eggs are everywhere, all over my house. So, like,
That's awesome.
it's always, like, a big joke. But anyway, so that's what I do. Yeah.
So how many classes do you have now? How many yoga classes do you usually put on? That's the best way to say it, right?
Well, here I have one a week.
1 a week.
And I do 2 a week out of my home studio in North Baltimore County.
Okay.
And then I run multiple workshops throughout the month here.
Yeah.
So I'll do the yoni workshops, and I'll also do couples yoga workshops, and we also do like events.
So me as a beginner, could I come to any one of your type classes, or do I have to come to like?
Do you have a vagina?
No.
He's like Googling, like, how do you want to tell us now? Amazon prices. Get some eggs. Buy them.
Yeah.
That's great. Hey, I'm learning something new every time we do one of these, so that's fine. Honestly. Hey.
Yes, my
Okay.
classes are all welcome and geared towards welcoming beginners.
Okay.
People who know how to do yoga, they already know how to do it. They can find somewhere to do it. My goal is to bring yoga to our people.
Right.
And honestly, yoga did not start out as the, and I'm censoring myself, but
It's okay. Hey, say how you feel. Say how you feel.
yoga did not start out as the skinny 20 to 40-year-old white woman
Right.
practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is actually started, some would debate it started in Africa and like Egypt. You can see it in the hieroglyphics on the wall, people in the positions. So you have Kemetic yoga. The type of yoga I teach is classical Indian yoga. So it's been around, it's been around for thousands of years.
Nice.
What are your ideas about diet? Like, what do you think people should be doing as far as what they put into their bodies? Are you against meat or anything like that? Or are you kind of like all green, or are you just kind of do what you want to do?
I'm about definitely doing what you want to do with respect to what works for your lifestyle. Also, your budget.
Yes.
And so when I say eat healthy, is eat whole foods that didn't come out of a box. Like foods that have as little ingredients as possible, local, organic if possible. But I'm telling you, if you've gone to the farmer's market, which happens to be outside of my window on Sunday mornings,
Right.
you go there and you get a conventional apple. And then you go to like Mom's or something and you get a conventional apple, and Mom's apple from Mexico or wherever you eat that apple, you eat this one. This one will have you talking to yourself. This one will be like, I'm going to eat this whole apple and give me some more. This one is like, I have to eat apples every day.
Right.
Yeah. You can tell the difference.
Yeah, you can
Taste,
tell.
all the quality makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Me and a scientist recently went vegan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's been almost
we
2
actually
months.
feel good. I mean, it's been, for me, it's been 3 weeks. For you, it's been 2 months.
I've lost like 8 or 9 pounds in the
Nice.
last, probably a month and a half.
Yeah.
And that's like just from more so diet change than it is like a strict like exercise change. Ron's done more with exercise and strict diet
I lost
change.
it, like I was
He's lost a lot.
275 literally like 3 months ago now. I wake up and down to 244.
That's what's
So I
up.
lost a lot of weight in that time. But are you kind of trying to find enlightenment when you eat and do yoga and all this type of stuff?
Well, that's the purpose
That's the
of
purpose.
yoga, is to destroy the ego
Okay.
and connect with the divine.
And like meditation's involved in that too.
Powerful state.
Yoga is
Destroy the
meditation.
ego.
So, yeah.
That's a serious thing.
Yeah.
So,
Destroy you.
Stop thinking you know everything basically and change the way your perspective is on life.
Yeah.
well, your ego is a character you play here on earth. It's not your true self. So your ego does serve a purpose.
Yeah.
And so recognizing when your ego just saying destroy the ego is, it's like a nice way to say it.
Kind of like kill
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Right, so you
Yes.
understand like that usually like when you're speaking from your ego is very protective and defensive and honestly makes you unhappy a lot. Your true self is very open and loving, and when you listen to your true self, you usually wind up in a more comfortable place, in a more, you feel better when you listen to your true self versus your ego.
Okay.
You're more relaxed instead of feeling this like force that's telling you to be a certain way or act a certain way.
And that's the chase. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the hardest part.
It
Trying to
is.
figure out how to get there. I guess your meditation and stuff. I try it. You know, what would you say to anyone who's trying to like pick up meditation or yoga? Should they like start slowly, obviously, like maybe like 5 minutes a day or 10 minutes a day, and then gradually week by week just like start doing more
2-hour classes, but yeah, like
yeah.
work your way up
Because I mean
to
that
it.
can really turn people off. I mean, coming to doing something for a long time and they're not really used to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People who not necessarily might not come to your class or something like that. People just want to do it at home. Like, what's the recommendation for getting into something like that?
Call me.
I was gonna say, yeah, honestly.
Really, it's everybody, like I was saying earlier to you guys, because we had a whole show before this show, right?
Right. Show.
So,
It's true.
the pre-show.
We did.
The first thing is to breathe. So everybody can
We
breathe.
don't forget that.
Honestly,
We do forget that.
sit back and
just 10 deep breaths. Everybody can do that. So
Yeah.
you start with 10 deep, mindful.
Can we do that right now?
All right, let's do it.
meditation. All right.
All
Why
right.
not?
It's a little awkward. I like it.
Why not? It's been a stressful week. Why not?
That's meditation. That's it. All right. Yeah.
All right, so sitting with your eyes closed. Exhale completely through the nose. Inhale, belly, heart, collarbone. And then exhale, drawing the belly button in toward the spine. Inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and relax.
Ready to come. Ready to go. Seriously. It's like such a good feeling to just like detach from anything and just breathe.
Yeah.
Because people don't do it. They don't. Everyone's got busy lifestyle. They're moving quickly, but they never just like stop.
Right.
And just breathe.
Yeah.
It makes a hell of a difference.
So, what got you started with this and yoga and everything? What was your inspiration?
Pain, and that's really the reason why most of us change. Is the only time we change is when staying the same is harder than changing.
Yeah.
So I was into bodybuilding after I had 3 kids. I'm looking at you and I'm like, you could be my child. Like,
I know this same skin complexion, everything. Seriously.
I wish I could
Honestly,
picture of
honestly.
my oldest son and he'd be like,
Yeah.
This is bad though, but like, real quick, we were in the gas station one time, and we're the same age.
Yeah.
But we were standing there, and this lady asked me if he was my son.
If I was there,
"You walk around with that
They
hair,
take
you
off.
know, gym clothes, and then you feel like, yeah."
it was like, is this it? I'm like, no. It's like I'm literally a couple months older than him.
That's
Just
funny.
want to start it, bro.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So I was in pain because, long story short, my knee constantly popped out, which hurt like shit. And then my pelvis was out of alignment, which is, I was hit by a car when I was 12, which threw everything out of whack. And then so pelvis was out of alignment, my shoulder was screwed up. So the first time I did yoga, I did it at home on a videotape. So I'm aging myself right now. Did it on videotape, and it was like, oh, that was nice. My mother had given me the tape. It was like, whatever, skinny white woman. I don't have anything against it, but that's just what it was. It was just, she's in a leotard, and she's just like, and
Right.
I was just like, oh, that was nice. I need to like get a 6-pack and like bust out my triceps and
Right.
all that. I need my workout to hurt. I need it to be like really hard and feel like I'm gonna die. And, so I was like, whatever, and I never did it again. And then, like I said, I was in pain, and so I thought, well, let me try this yoga thing. It was at the gym. I worked at the gym at the time, and I went in, and the class was hard. It was hard. I didn't know yoga was supposed to be hard, but it wasn't hard because I was being a pretzel. It was hard because it was physically challenging.
Yeah,
so, like I was saying before, and the people will be like, really, you're going to keep it? We did have a whole conversation before. Like I was saying before, beginner is beginner for who?
Right.
It depends on your flexibility, your fitness level, and like your age or whatever, right? So I was pretty fit, and so a power yoga class at the time spoke to me.
Yeah.
Because it was very physically challenging, I was sweating, but it felt good. But it still wasn't what I do now.
Right.
So at the time, it was just like, oh, that feels really good. And it took some of the pain away from like my knee and my hip and my back and stuff.
Do you feel completely better now?
Oh my God, yeah. Like every once in a while, something weird will happen because I've been diagnosed with arthritis in my knee.
Wow.
Because I literally landed on a bent knee with my knee sitting over here.
Whoa.
And so I had to shove it back in, and like for like a year, and I probably should have gone into. I'm one of those fix it yourself kind of people. So like,
Put some duct tape on it.
yeah, you know,
Good.
yeah, just put a little dirt in it. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, so like for a year, my knee, if I like looked the wrong way, it would just slide over to the side because all the ligaments were torn up.
Right.
So I was in pain, like I said, and over the years, now my knee doesn't hurt. My knee doesn't even pop out anymore, knock on wood. Like because of my body is more in alignment.
Yeah.
And my back at one point was in so much pain that I couldn't even put my pants on. Like I used to drive with ice on my back, or I put the heater on. I like alternate between the heater and the ice on my back. Like one time my back went out. I was in the middle of a personal training session. I don't know if y'all have ever experienced this, but my back went out. I couldn't move. And she was like, well, what do you want to do? I said, well, we're going to finish this session because I can't move right now.
Right.
So like we just finished the session with me like standing there, can't breathe or whatever. But you know, it's just
yeah.
So then yoga moved into more of a spirituality thing for me.
Yeah.
So you can't help it; it just happens.
Yeah.
You know.
Get more involved, yeah.
Final question is for, and anyone can answer this, people with a platform like us, how do we preach, or not even preach, but talk to the black community about health and fitness and how to just get better and be able to make life better for themselves? How do we get there?
Make it relatable. So when we see images of people who look like us doing things that are healthy and make it cool, like you know how many people look at Russell Simmons as like this guru that's like they got his book, you know, they want to wear the bracelet on their arm, no joking, you with the bracelet on the arm, bracelet on your arm, and you know, they really want to be like him because they relate to him.
Right.
And so for me, like even getting into yoga, I didn't know it was for me.
Yeah.
And it really was started by us. And originally, like a lot of people think that yoga is for women only. And really, at one point, women weren't even allowed to practice yoga. Women had to practice yoga in secret.
Wow.
Okay.
And so that's first, like making it relatable.
Yeah.
And also accessible. Fitness is very expensive.
Yes.
The pants that I have on cost $140, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Nice pants.
and I ain't even trying to say it because like whatever, but
They Lululemon.
you know, but yeah, they're
They just say
Lululemon
they're
pants.
expensive,
So, they nice pants. They're called naked. I feel naked.
Right.
If I look naked, I feel naked. And they don't fall down like some other
They just
pants,
fit
and
well.
they just fit well. But you can also go to Marshall's and get yoga pants for $10, you know, but you don't need to get.
And Aldi, do you guys shop at Aldi at all? Aldi?
No, because it's not really in my
I know.
neighborhood, but like, I heard that was good.
Farmers markets and stuff like that, you know, it's affordable, you know, great. good
It's
food.
more, I think it's more of an awareness thing. Like it's more affordable than people realize.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Well, see,
gotta know where to
people,
look.
yeah, but people think that when they start something new, they got to do all the things.
Exactly, just do
That
bits.
they gotta add, like,
That's true.
they have to have goji berries and spirulina and, or, you know, everything
Trying to
organic.
tones.
Yeah, you know, what really all you need to work out is your legs.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
all you need, or if you don't have
And
legs,
In your
arms.
mind, yeah, in mind, literally, that's it.
And then like your dinner, if you want to eat healthy, it doesn't have to be all these crazy things. Just simple
Simplified.
ingredients,
Yeah,
local or you know,
Right.
like just minimal ingredients.
Yeah.
The last thing, let them know where to find you, where you're located,
Yes.
so we can get some business for you. It'd be great to have people come out here. I mean, I would love to come out for a class too.
You too.
So
You
I'll
as
see
well.
y'all on Sunday.
Yeah, I
Well,
embarrassed.
That's-
maybe next Sunday.
Let's say we'll be at the farmer's market. You get the smoking down there.
I know, right?
Damn, I'm gonna start
Should be
from
like, get
now.
out of here.
Come on. You can find me or us, the Living Well Center for Social and Economic Vibrancy at www.livewellbemore.com.
Okay.
You can find us on Facebook, The Living Well, Twitter, The Living Well, also on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram, Diva Yogi, Michelle Stafford Wellness. My website, michellestaffordwellness.com. Get your yoni egg. Get your yoni egg for your girlfriend.
There you go.
And our address is 235 Holiday Street. We're on the corner of Saratoga and Holiday Street, right down from City Hall, next to the Farmers Market. And call me.
There we go.
Hit up.
So Michelle, thanks for coming on. You're
Yeah.
amazing.
Thank you for having us in your
Appreciate
studio.
it. To all you bar ambassadors, namaste.
Namaste.
I'll get you drunk tonight.